first episode of Holy Flick. I'm Kenny King, your host. This is Seth Scott.
On Shop First.
This is Chase Coble.
Greedo Shop First.
And this is Paul Patrick.
I wash my body with shampoo.
All right. First off today, we're going to be getting started with our reaction to the Star Wars trailer. Paul, what do you think? Buy or sell it?
I'm actually going to sell on this, and this is why. So yesterday we got the first look at the new Star Wars, and the trailer was exactly what I had figured it out to be. I mean, you're looking at, if I'm not mistaken, over a year until this movie is supposed to be released. Very minimal screen time for characters. We saw some flashes of stormtroopers. I think it was very limited, but that's kind of what I expected. So honestly, I'm selling this trailer until they can put out something that's more promising. I think this was just something to please the fanboys' appetite for now.
All right, Seth, what do you think?
I'm going to have to buy it, mostly because the Millennium Falcon was in it. I mean, that's enough for me right there. Would like to send Han Solo maybe a little bit, but I'm just going to have to buy it.
Chase, what do you think?
Definitely going to buy on the trailer. What I loved about the trailer is the lightsaber that was at the end.
Yeah.
And when the Millennium Falcon came in, that's when the trailer was real for me. The big thing I felt about the trailer was I felt like maybe it might be the same, not necessarily the same storyline, but you're going to get little, details from the past story. They're going to use some of the same things over and over. But either way, I'm going to see the movie.
As far as Han Solo, do you not think that that they really should have shown maybe some kind of picture of Han Solo or Harrison Ford himself, since he was the face of the first three?
Well, I think they're going to kind of be more of supporting characters more than anything, and just kind of they're just kind of there just to show that it's a sequel to the Star Wars movies rather than it being like the prequels. I mean, I buy it as a teaser trailer. I don't buy it as a trailer as a full, because in the beginning it kind of felt like it just kind of showed random stuff. When it came to the sword, that was just awesome. And the Millennium Falcon is what let you know there was a Star Wars trailer. I am kind of afraid, like Chase said, it's kind of following a brother and sister, and then it kind of looks like there's one main villain. Even though Star Wars kind of had two, I'm just afraid of it kind of repeating the same thing. I thought it was a really cool thing to just kind of hold you over. The next trailer comes out and kind of shows the storyline. I would like to have seen like Luke Skywalker looking like aged and wise with like a beard growing.
Pretty aged.
But I like the little R2-D2 looking thing that was rolling around.
I would have loved to have seen Adam Driver personally.
I just kind of want to see what you might have. It could have been the guy with the sword.
It could have been
but
him.
I don't know.
I just want to see his face. I want to see
how he portrays a villain.
Yeah, I know it's going to be a while before we see something like that, but it would
Probably
be
another
nice.
couple months until we see it.
I personally hope they don't show the original three in the trailer. The
The
fanboy
cast,
inside me
Three,
wants to see, the original three.
Yeah.
I personally don't want to see them in the trailer.
I
I don't want them to reveal a whole lot about the movie.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think the teaser showed.
Well,
I would be satisfied if they didn't give a whole nother trailer for the rest of the year until the movie came out.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what J.J. Abrams is good at, though, because in Star Trek Into Darkness, you had no idea that was Khan until you saw the movie.
Spoiler?
I mean, if you haven't seen Star Trek Into Darkness now, you really didn't even want to see it.
Probably
We shouldn't even be talking about
shouldn't
Star
see it.
Trek in this.
Well, J.J.
I shouldn't see it.
and the lens flare in
Isn't it-
Star Wars.
Star Trek is crap.
There's no people that are just
so.
We're definitely cutting this video.
Why?
Yeah, because, I mean, Star Trek isn't crap.
Oh, you can do the crap. I love the Stormtrooper, the helmet, going back to the old school.
That's true.
Awesome.
Well, speaking of Abrams, what did you feel about Abrams? I mean, doing this project, do you think he was the right guy for the director? I mean, of this movie. I mean, for those of y'all that don't know, he doesn't really have a lot of
Experience.
accreditation or experience.
But he's been doing the Star Trek, and it kind of shows he can do one of those space odysseys like Star Wars can do.
I would love to be a Chris Pine fan. So
Y'all aren't pine nuts? He calls his fans pine nuts.
He has fans.
Yeah, I guess.
Couldn't really hear what they were saying when the Sith. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
it
the
was a
monologue
Sith.
was.
That sounded like Andy Serkis. That's what I heard was.
It sounded like
It's either that
Is
or,
it him talking as the person, or is he the mentor? He could be the mentor of Adam Driver.
I think one of the parts that I loved about the trailer, other than the Millennium Falcon, was the X-wing going across, the lake or ocean.
That was pretty awesome.
That was awesome. What did you think about the comments from the guy who plays C-3PO? He stated that this Star Wars movie would be better than the original.
Well, that's
Or
just
the
him trying to get
sequels.
money more than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't say this one's not as good or anything like that. That'd kind of be like putting down on your film. It's true.
I also like Phantom Menace.
I do too.
Continuing on.
It's because it's my
it's
my first memory of the theater. That's the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
But those three compared to the
when
first three, when you compare them side by side, it's like not even.
But it's whole different thing.
I understand. I understand it's a different time.
Star Wars for its time.
It's got sentimental value.
6 was just
There were no prequels. There were no prequels. I don't remember any prequels. I don't know what movies you guys are talking about. 1, 2, and 3 are yet to come out. I'm still not big on the. I'm not big on the title. Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Makes me think of the video game.
Are we gonna see Ewoks?
I would love to see Ewoks.
They're just cute.
pretty. They're pretty
Yeah,
cute.
they're
man.
cute.
They killed some stormtroopers
They
too.
did.
This trailer just raised more questions than it answered, really.
But that's what it's supposed to.
But that's
be.
what
That's why
it's
it's a
supposed to do.
teaser. Well, until next time, Flickers, we'll see you later. From us and Keanu Reeves.